Okay, hi children. Today our topic is reaction of acids, bases with carbonates and bicarbonates. See, how much heading is there, madam? Very difficult to learning. We are thinking like that, but very easy to learn it. How is it? You see, reaction of acids or bases with carbonates and bicarbonates. Carbonate, example for the carbonate is washing soda, which is used in our daily life, Na2CO3. Okay, that is metal carbonate. Okay, then bicarbonate, it is example for baking soda, NaHCO3 is the bicarbonate example, which is used in our food, cooking food. Okay, na? Bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate. What is the reaction of acids and bases with carbonates and bicarbonates? Only our topic. For this one, we have to write one procedure to any experiment in the laboratory. What is the procedure? You have to first you should draw the diagram. I already discussed in before videos. Okay, first if you are drawing a diagram, you can write by seeing that diagram only very easily. Okay, take a test tube, okay, and hold it with one retort stand, okay, because it cannot stay now. For the hold, you have to keep one retort stand. This is the retort stand which is used to hold it, and one test tube have to take, fix with two-holed rubber stopper. Two-holed, it has two holes. Two holes, there is two holes to this one. Two-holed rubber stopper. So, okay, in this test tube, what you have to take? What is your aim? That only you have to take. What is your aim? Acids with carbonates, acids with bicarbonates. First you write the reaction of acids with carbonates. Okay, for this you have to take here carbonate, Na2CO3, which is available in our homes as a washing soda. You take that and add HCl. HCl is the good example for the acid, we know that. Okay, that two materials only you are taking in the test tube. Yes or no? Washing soda and hydrochloric acid. Then introduce crystal funnel through the one hole of the two-holed rubber stopper. Okay, now to pour the HCl. HCl you have to pour with that only. And through the another hole of the two-holed rubber stopper, introduce a delivery tube. Delivery tube, which is delivered. If gas is evolved inside the test tube, it will be delivered out through the test tube. That's why delivery tube is used. One end of the delivery tube and introduced into the test tube, another end put out. Okay, this is about the construction. Now there is one method to write the experiment. Already we discussed in before videos. What is that? First we have to write material required. What are the materials required? Okay. First aim, amma. What is your aim? Aim you should write. What is the aim? Heading only aim. What is that? Reaction of acids with carbonates. Okay, see here. Yeah, reaction of acids. You don't write that one because we will not write that one, but explaining only there. You see, reaction of acids with carbonates. Now I am doing that experiment only. Okay, material required. That is only aim to this experiment. Then after we have to write material required. What are the materials required in this experiment? Okay, by seeing the diagram only you can write dot. What are those here? Retort stand. Okay, retort stand is required, and there is a test tube and delivery tube and two-holed rubber stopper. Two-holed rubber stopper. This one. Two-holed rubber stopper and delivery tube. Delivery tube already I wrote, and HCl and Na2CO3. That means your aim only that one, carbonate, washing soda you are taken there. Okay, somebody are thinking it is very difficult, very easy. Okay, washing soda only you are taking here and HCl only acid adding to this Na2CO3. Okay, that one you have to write. Then after method or procedure. Procedure. What is the procedure you have to write? Here procedure means what you are doing now. By the diagram you can write it very simply. Okay, I taken one test tube. Okay, this one fixed with one retard stand and fixed with 2-hole rubber stopper, and through the one hole of the rubber stopper introduce one pistol funnel to adding the HCl. Okay, then through the another hole of another hole of the hole 2-hole rubber stopper introduce one delivery and one end of the delivery tube in it and another end leave to deliver the gas which is evolved inside the test tube. Okay, this like you are writing method. Okay, now take Na2CO3 in test tube. Okay, and add some HCl drops through the pistol funnel in it. That's all. This is only procedure. Very simple. See. Okay, how is it? Okay, then this is only procedure. You are writing 4 or 5 or 6 lines only sufficient for this. Don't write this much. Not need that much writing the paras here. Okay, for 5 or 6 sentences only sufficient for that. Okay, then after you should write that chemical equation. What is that? Chemical equation. It is very important for the writing the experiments in laboratory. This is only shortcut notation of the total reaction. That's why don't write mistake here. What is that? Chemical reaction. Okay. Here, what is the chemical reaction? When you are writing chemical reactions, this is also no need to contasta పెట్టవలసిన అవసరం అయితే లేదు. Okay, by using this only you can write very easily. How is it? Which chemicals you used here? You see. What is your aim? Acids. Reaction with Na2C with it. That means carbonates. Carbonate you are taken here. And what will be produced here? That means these two are called reactants. Okay, these two are called reactants. That means which are participate in the reaction. Which chemicals are participate in the reaction? Those are called the reactants. Here reactants are HCl and Na2CO3. What are the products here? What are the products here? What will be formed? NaCl. That means salt. NaCl is the sodium chloride, salt. Plus water will be formed and CO2 will be formed. You see, this is the chemical reaction which is gives us half of the marks. You see, if you are writing very well, this one only half of marks will come. You. Okay, you get off marks. You are getting off marks when you are writing this one. Okay, HCl plus Na2CO3 gives rise to NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. Here see what will be formed, water molecules will be formed and CO2 will be formed. Then here evolved one gas CO2. That's why you should write test for the gas. Okay, then after what you have to write? Test for the gas. Okay, what is the test for the gas? What is the test of CO2? How can you say the released gas is CO2? Okay, how to test is, there are two tests for the CO2. One is if you are introduced any burning splinter, okay, in CO2, then it puts off normally. Immediately it will puts off. Okay, another test is there. Suppose you are introducing any lime water, it turns into milky water. That means milky layer will be formed on the lime water. This is the two tests for the CO2, carbon dioxide. Any test also you can take here. Okay, that test you have to write. Very simple is it puts off normally, immediately. Okay, now that means CO2 will puts off, if you introduce any burning splinter, it puts off immediately. That is the test for the CO2. After that, conclusion how to write. Conclusion, yeah, you have to write. Or observation, anything also you can write here, observation or conclusion. Both are same only, okay. What is the conclusion here? When acids react with carbonates. When acids react with carbonates, what will be formed here? See, salt. NaCl is the salt, no? Salt plus water plus carbon dioxide will be formed. This is the conclusion for this experiment you have to write. Okay na? When acids react with carbonates, then what will be formed? Salt, water and carbon dioxide will be formed. This is the conclusion. Madam, can I see in our daily life this one? Yes, we can see that. Suppose we are keeping any carbonates in, add some lemon to that. Then what happen? Put a lid on that. Okay na? You take washing soda in any container and add some lemon pieces to that. Observe after 2 or few days after, then what happens? Some water molecules drops will be formed on the bank of the container. We can observe clearly. That means that water we can see normally, and white color precipitates also forms on the above the washing soda, and carbon dioxide will be evolved. And that means if you introduce any burning splinter, that is normally also we can do. No need of this experiment only. You take a washing soda available in our home and add some drops of lemon water to this. Okay, then observe after few days. Okay, we can observe clearly white in color, some salts will be formed and water will form on the banks of the containers and CO2 will be released. Okay, this is about the experiment. Thank you.